How Dua Lipa has taken over pop culture and become a household name. This article was written by Alexa Sutherland. Singer-songwriter Dua Lipa continues to dominate the music industry with only 2 albums to date. Continue reading to find out how she has created her own success. Where did Dua Lipa come from?
So we all decided to move together. But for me, it was actually quite exciting.
The 25-year-old pop star was born in London, but spent the majority of her childhood living in Kosovo after moving there in 2011.
So you spent most of your childhood in Kosovo, though, right?
From the age of 11 to 15, I lived in Kosovo, yeah.
She was born to Albanian immigrant parents, Anessa and Dukakjin Lipa, and is the eldest of 3 children. She clarified with fans that while Dua Lipa may sound like somewhat of a stage name, it is in fact her birth name, and Dua can be translated to meaning love in Albanian.
For Albanian name like Dua, people pronouncing it
means love, right?
It means love in Albanian, yeah.
While her parents never pushed her toward music, her love for it was undeniably inevitable, considering her father was a musician. Around the age of 15, she expressed to her parents that she felt as though she didn't fit in Kosovo and convinced them to let her move back to London alone to pursue a career in music.
I think there were moments of them wondering whether it's like the right thing to do. My mum just claims that I was very confident, and my parents have always been my closest friends.
After moving in with her friend, she spent her spare time uploading covers of popular songs to YouTube, and it only took a few years for her living room ballads to get noticed by Warner Brothers Records. They signed her to a record deal in 2014, and she released her debut single New Love in 2015. New Rules served as a game changer for Lipa.
I got no rules, I count 'em.
Fast forward to 2017, Lipa's debut self-titled album, Dua Lipa, was released on the 2nd of June after having worked on it for nearly 2 years. In an interview with Harper's Bazaar, Lipa expressed how she managed to stay in control of her music and image while making the album due to the fact that she had such a clear picture of the idea she wanted to execute.
A lot of my learning on the job, because everything has happened so fast. Sometimes you really have to get thrown into the deep end to just get the best out of yourself.
I've always been very much in control of my music and my image, and I think one of the things I've been lucky about is I didn't bring a label on board until I really figured out who I was. Dua's album held some of her early hit singles, IDGAF and Blow Your Mind Moi. But the song that was really worth talking about, that took the world by storm, was a pleasing color-coordinated music video that accompanied the track that allowed Lipa to make YouTube history by breaking the record, the youngest female artist to hit 1 billion views on a music video. The song now has more than doubled that record, where it currently sits at 2.4 billion views on YouTube. New Rules was her first song to reach number 1 on the UK single charts and ranked number 6 on Billboard Hot 100. The album itself had a great amount of praise, and at the 2018 Brit Awards, Dua Lipa made history once again by becoming the first female artist to acquire 5 nominations in a single year.
Dua Lipa! Massive congratulations to Dua Lipa.
She won 2 out of 5 of these awards, British Breakthrough Act and British Female Solo Artist. Additionally, in 2019, Dua Lipa took home the Grammy as a first-time nominee for Best New Artist amongst talented fellow up-and-coming artists Chloe H.E.R, Margot Prince, Luke Combs, BB Rexa, and Georgia Smith. With her debut album receiving such high remarks and winning the hearts of fans all over the world, it was safe to say that Dua Lipa was on the rise to stardom.
I mean, it's just been such a whirlwind these past 5 years. We've really just been working really hard and being on tour and...
Future Nostalgia deemed the album of quarantine. After the favourable outcome from her first album, fans were desperate for Lipa's next release. 3 years after Dua Lipa dropped, she put out her sophomore album, Future Nostalgia, on the 27th of March in 2020, which many of us also remember to be the start of COVID-19 pandemic. Lipa considered pushing the release date back in hopes of being able to promote the album outside of isolation. However, that notion didn't quite go as planned. The album originally had a release date of April 3rd but was leaked a week early, giving Lipa no choice but to deliver fans her new album.
That hopefully it will serve as some light in the darkness and keep people dancing at home, and maybe this is exactly the perfect time to put it out.
While of course releasing Future Nostalgia during a time where nearly everyone was locked inside meant that there would be no tour or no talk show appearances. To Elle magazine on the success of the album during COVID-19. The global pandemic certainly changed things, and we were limited in terms of the promotion we were able to do for the album. But I was very proud of the way in which the team adapted and changed to put together the best release plan possible. Nearly all of our songs were doused over every social media platform, with several TikTok dance trends to follow.
If you wanna run away with me, I know a galaxy and I can take you for a ride.
It was quite frankly impossible not to become a Dua Lipa Future Nostalgia fan. While her sophomore album was exceeding expectations, Dua Lipa shared her qualms about creating a successful record to follow with her incredibly lucrative first album. She spoke about these pressures with People magazine, sharing the anxiety swirling through her mind. I was like, oh my god, I have to try and do something with the second record. But I wanted to get away from all those pressures and other people's expectations and opinions of what I should be doing, because I felt like then I would try and recreate new rules and never get anywhere. I wanted to mature as an artist. Of course, Future Nostalgia received boundless acclaim, and with many awards under her belt, Lipa scored another Grammy in 2021 for Best Pop Vocal Album, solidifying that lo and behold, she had done it again.
Future Nostalgia, Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa has certainly commanded the pop music scene and is unquestionably here to stay.